Hello everyone, and welcome to my Duel Today official news channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Abe sat by Paulina's bedside in the hospital while she slept. Chanel entered. Chanel said, "Thanks for keeping an eye on her." "There's nothing in the world I'd rather do than be here beside your mama," remarked Abe. Chanel took her mother's hand and pressed it against her cheek as Abe gave up his chair. "I can't stop reflecting on all the guidance on handling difficult situations that Mama and Big Mama have provided me throughout the years. The thing that keeps coming back to me," Chanel said, "is Mama saying, 'Darling, you can't change the wind's direction, but you can adjust your sails to make sure you always reach your destination.'" Chanel continued by saying that Paulina had also cautioned her to avoid being a victim of her own suffering and to instead choose to be a hero for someone else. "My hero is your mama," Abe muttered. "Mine, too," Chanel concurred. Chanel mentioned that Paulina's medicine will keep her unconscious for some time. Chanel shrugged and added, "I keep thinking that we were so worried about the cancer, and now." Chanel bemoaned Paulina's having to face yet more hardship. "You are aware of your mother's preferred expression. God never gives us more than we can manage," according to Abe. Chanel gave a nod of approval. "Anything thrown at Mama, she can handle it." "Mama, is that not correct?" "Everything is within your power, and then some." "You'll get through this," Chanel assured her. Abe sprang to his feet to give Kayla a hug and say thank you. "I work there. And you are all very important to me." "How are you doing?" Kayla inquired. "Moment to moment," acknowledged Abe. Chanel gave a nod. "I'm doing okay." Chanel remarked, "I'm happy that Mama has so many incredible individuals in her life." Paulina was fortunate to have a daughter such as Chanel, Kayla informed Chanel. Regarding Paulina's health, Abe inquired. Paulina's surgery had been a total success, Kayla told Abe and Chanel. "So, the surgery wasn't the cause of the heart attack?" Chanel inquired. "No," Kayla replied, adding that Paulina's hospitalization at the time of her heart attack had been a blessing. Furthermore, Kayla clarified that Paulina's heart had still been harmed by the prompt action. "Paulina is going to have a long road to recovery," Kayla stated. Before they could determine if Paulina would require a heart transplant, Kayla clarified that she would have to go through rehabilitation. Chanel gave a gasp, lurched backward, and was grabbed by Abe. Paulina awoke with a start. "What's going on here?" Paulina inquired. Paulina was questioned by Kayla how she felt. Paulina remarked, "I feel like I was hit by a freight train." Paulina inquired about Chanel's marriage. Chanel remarked, "The first few hours have been perfect." Chanel had stayed in a hospital for her honeymoon, which Paulina regretted. Chanel responded, "We just want to be near you." So that Abe could have some alone time with Paulina, Kayla and Chanel exited the room. "You gave us quite the scare there, Miss Paulina," Abe replied. Now that they were reunited, Abe informed Paulina that she could not leave him. "Pay attention to me. Nobody is separating from another person. To the moon and back, Abraham Carver, I love you." "That's what I intend to do for a very long time," Paulina stated. Paulina was asked by Abe if she needed anything. "You must swear to me that you will look after my girls." Paulina questioned, "I need you to swear that you will always be there for them, no matter what." "I swear. However, I need your attention. I need Paulina Carver to hear me out. You're going to support your girls now. Furthermore, you will support their offspring as well. And I'll be there at your side the entire time. And I swear to you on that," Abe emphasized. EJ met Johnny in the living room of the DiMera home. "I know it's a lot there at the hospital, isn't it?" stated EJ. Johnny concurred. When Nicole entered, Johnny greeted her with a startled embrace. "You look like you could use a good night's sleep," Nicole commented. With a yes nod, Johnny inquired about Holly. Nicole noticed Holly was in her room upstairs. Johnny inquired as to Holly's whereabouts. Holly had stabilized sufficiently, EJ said, to go back home. "That means she's on the mend, right?" Johnny inquired. Nicole attested to Holly's independent breathing, which was encouraging. The next step is to remain hopeful that she will open her eyes and smile that big smile and then immediately ask for her phone so she can check her texts and emails, Nicole joked. Johnny expressed his gratitude for Nicole and Holly's return home. Chanel hasn't even left the hospital since the wedding, other than a quick shower, and she's gone out to the parking lot to get a breath of fresh air, remarked Johnny. EJ assured Johnny that if space was needed, he would take care of the preparations. Thanks, but I have a feeling we're gonna want a place of our own, Johnny replied. Once more, EJ congratulated his son. Johnny remarked, I hope she heard all that stuff. Nicole expressed her belief that Holly was capable of hearing him and that this would aid in her recuperation. I can't help but wonder if I would have listened to her better or talked to her more before this happened. I mean, I knew she was crushing on him, Johnny remarked. Cease. Listen, none of this is the result of what you did or did not do, Nicole remarked. EJ fumed that Tate was the only one at fault. Nicole advised EJ to avoid being sour towards Holly. When we're around her, let's just talk about how much we love her and how much we need her to come back to us, added Nicole. After leaving Holly in her room, Johnny, EJ, and Nicole went back downstairs. EJ inquired about Johnny's experience as a married man. I'm one lucky guy, declared Johnny. Although Johnny was happy that he had been able to visit Holly and Nicole, he acknowledged that he had to head back to the hospital. Johnny pointed at his father and said, I know this guy has missed you. Nicole shot back, I've missed you both very much. Nicole and EJ went back to Holly's room to spend some time with her after Johnny departed the mansion. Nicole expressed her excitement for Holly to open her eyes to Holly. How fortunate I am to be your mother. Sweetheart, you improve me as a person, Nicole remarked. Holding hands, Nicole and EJ stood on either side of Holly's bed. You have that fighting spirit, just like your mom, stated EJ. They were so excited to make Holly seem bad when she woke up, EJ joked. Following Nicole's and EJ's departure, Holly's right hand quivered. Kayla went up to Chanel at the hospital's coffee cart. How are you doing? Kayla inquired. Chanel answered, as well as can be expected, with tears in her eyes. Kind is difficult to be worry-free. Paulina was a fierce woman with a strong daughter, Kayla reminded Chanel. Just as Kayla was leaving, Johnny got to the hospital. Chanel informed Johnny of Paulina's condition. I can't lose her, Chanel sobbed while sobbing on Johnny's shoulder. Paulina has our support no matter what she has to endure. Abe is behind her, Johnny remarked. Johnny revealed to Chanel that he had seen a news story regarding heart transplants and that the majority of recipients went on to lead long lives. Chanel asked Eli over the phone what she should tell her brother-in-law. Paulina asked Abe what she would do without him as they walked down the corridor. Well, you'll never have to find out, laughed Abe. Johnny and Chanel came back. Eli called a moment ago. Lonnie has also been set free. And tomorrow they'll be here, Chanel remarked. Paulina let out a happy cry. Everett went to the police station and, at their request, joined Chad in the interview room. How are the kids? Everett inquired. Chad attested that although shaken, the family was well. What do you think this meeting is about? Chad inquired. According to Everett, it had to do with Lucas. Chad expressed confusion and stated he didn't see why the police would need to talk to them about Lucas now that the story had been released.